Pesachim Daf. Today's email comes from Hinach Schwinger, who unfortunately lost his 23-year-old brother Yossi this past week, and he's sitting Shiva. And he says, when he realized that he can't learn Torah for the entire 7 days, he was very upset. And then he says, and then I remembered what you said about not giving into Yetzer Hara and try to catch up. Just do that day's daf if you miss. I was totally relaxed remembering that sitting in the base of Levaya. This is truly an achama. I have 7 years to catch up. It's really not too crazy. I know Amir Tashem, I'll be back on Tuesday morning with a clean slate, without worries of how I'll make it up. I will simply do that day's daf with a fresh guide. We can't wait for you to come back. Continuing with the Agadah and Daf, the Gemara talks about the pasuk of Ahayo Bayomahu in the time of Mashiach Lo Yeh Or Yekaros V'Kipayin and Olam HaEmes. What does it mean? A number of pshatim. Either that the sun that we have in this world will be nothing in comparison to the light, the true light in Olam HaEmes. Rabbi Yochanan says that the Masechtas Oyalim Ben Agoyis that are very difficult, they'll be very easy in Olam HaEmes. Rabbi Shua ben Levi says people that are very important in this world, they're wealthy and they're important in the world to come. You'll see that they are nobodies. In fact, Rabbi Shua ben Levi's son Rav Yosef got sick and he lost consciousness. His neshama departed from his body, a near-death experience. And when he came back, Rabbi Shua ben Levi said, "What did you see?" And he said, I saw a reversed world. Those who we thought are important in this world were on the bottom, and those on the bottom, the insignificant people, were on the top. Says Rabbi Yosef, that's exactly how it is. Says the Gemara, and he asked him, what about us Talmidei Chachamim? Exactly how they are in this world, that's how important they are in the world to come. And then Rabbi Yosef said the famous Shweki song, Shamati Shahayu Oimrim, Ashri Misha Balakam Talmudei Beyadai. Praiseworthy is the person who comes to this Olam HaEmes and he remembers his Torah. And he said, I also heard that a person who's killed by the Malchus, the Gemara says it's referring to Lilinus and Papus, two brothers who took upon themselves the blame of the death of the emperor's daughter. It wasn't really them, but they took the blame, and they were killed. No one could reach their mechitza in Olam HaEmes. Now Rebbe Kiva and the Asorim Harugei Malchus, who were also killed by the Goyim, Al Kiddush Hashem, no one could reach the mechitza, but in addition to that, they were G'dayla Hadar, you can't reach the mechitza. It says in the pasuk by Yomahu Yiyal Mitzilos Hasus. What's Mitzilos Hasus? 3 pshatim. Either it's referring to that Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to expand Yerushalayim to where a horse can run until noon. In other words, us here in Bet Shemesh, we will be within Yerushalayim. Or it's referring to the bells on the horse. Klal Yisrael is going to give tzedakah to the Beis Hamikdash. Or it's referring to the spoils that Klal Yisrael is going to take the spoils from war and give it to Beis Hamikdash. That fits very well in the pasuk that the pots in the Beis Hamikdash are going to be made out of gold. There's going to be so much wealth. There won't be any merchants that would have to sell what the Beis Hamikdash has. They'll have so much money. The word Kanani can mean merchant or it can mean Ein Kan Ani. There won't be any poor people lost in Lavai. The famous pasuk of Ahoya Hashem lemelech al kol haaretz. Bayomahu yiyeh Hashem echad u'shmo echad. What does it mean? Then HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to be one, and today is not one. His name will be one. It means to say that lost in Lavai, there won't be Baruch Dayna Emes. There will only be Hatoy v'Hametiv. Everything is going to be good. We'll understand that everything HaKadosh Baruch Hu does was for our benefit. And Hashem's name will be one. There won't be Yud-Kei Vav-Kei written and said, Ba'adnus, Aleph Daled. Rather, everything will be Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. Rava wanted to give a speech and tell everybody about Shem Hashem, and Ahu Saba, which is usually Aliyah Navi, came and told him, don't do that. It says, Zeh Shmi La'olam, which we just read last week's parasha. V'zeh Zichri L'dar Dar. La'olam is without a Vav, which means La'aleim. It should be hidden. Don't talk about Hashem's name. Hadron Aloch Edu Ovrim, and now we're starting a brand new parak. Makim Shenagu, which discusses minhagim. If there's a minhag in a certain place to do malacha before chatzais, like in Chalamayid, then you could do malacha. If the minhag is not to do malacha, then you don't do malacha. Everybody agrees, though, after chatzais, it's also to do malacha every Pesach. If you go from a place that you do malacha to a place you don't do malacha, don't do malacha. Be machmer. If you go from a place that doesn't do malacha to a place that does do malacha, be machmer. Do it like the place you came from. And we'll see in the Gemara. On Erev Pesach, it's also to do malacha from Chatzos, yet Erev Shabbos and Yantiv, it's further on from Mincha Ktana, from 9.5 hours into the day. The other difference is that Pesach, if you do malacha Erev Pesach, they put you in Cherim. Erev Shabbos and Erev Yantiv, they don't. If you do malacha Erev Shabbos and Erev Yantiv, or Matzi Shabbos, Matzi Yantiv, Matzi Yom Kippur, or on a fast day that's for rain, Einoi Roya Simen Bracha La'olam, you don't see any benefit from the work that you've done. A person who does work, the entire week but doesn't work on Erev Shabbos is considered Zariz V'Niskar. He'll be awarded. If he works also on Erev Shabbos, Zariz V'Enis Niskar won't be awarded. If a person is lazy, doesn't do any work the whole week, and doesn't do work on Erev Shabbos, he's shuffle, he's a low V'Niskar. He gets benefit. Even the women of Machayza were very, very spoiled. And the reason they didn't work on Erev Shabbos because they were spoiled, nevertheless, they get a mitzvah, Shaloi Lishma, because they didn't work that Erev Shabbos. But if a person doesn't work the entire week, he's lazy, and all of a sudden he wakes up Erev Shabbos and works, that's a shuffle, ve'enu niskar, he doesn't benefit at all. The two psukim seem like a contradiction. Ki gadol ad shomayim chazdecha, up until shomayim is Hashem's chesed, then it says, me'al shomayim chazdecha, above. It's referring to a person who does mitzvahs Shaloi Lishma, will receive the benefit from Hashem up until shomayim. But if he does it Lishma, for the sake of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then me'al shomayim chazdecha will receive reward me'al l'derech l'teva. If a person's wife does business, that's great. But if she runs around trying to rent out a heavy scale and she gets very little for it, not a good idea. A person who sells things that have a lot of volume to them, it looks like he has a lot of schayra, he has a lot of jugs, he has a lot of sticks, he gives him an ayin hara. A person who sells smaller animals, not a good thing. Cutting down trees, which is also not a good thing. A person who constantly needs to have the best portion when he divides it with his friends, ayin hara, not good. It says that the Anshe Knesses HaGedolah, all 120 tzaddikim neviim, they fasted 24 Tanesim so that the Seifrei Stam, those who write Sefer Torah, Tefillin, Mezuzahs, shouldn't earn a lot, because if they did, the market wouldn't have enough Sefer Torah, Tefillin, Mezuzahs. Those who are Meturgamanim, they're the loudspeakers, they say over the shir really loud, but most of their work is on Shabbos. It looks as if they're receiving Schar Shabbos, and that's not good. They won't see a Siman Bracha. Those who work with the orphans and they take a huge cut and the orphans cannot forgive them because they're ktanim, they're not going to see any bracha. A person who's samich on a nes, he has a business that means that he's traveling with ships, he has a shipping company, and there's constant ships that go down, samich on a nes, not good. So anybody who deals with meleches shamayim, like a soifer, like somebody who sells tchelas, etc., doesn't see a siman bracha unless he does it l'shem shamayim l'shma. The Gemara tells us that the people from Baishoin, they took upon themselves a chumrah. You're permitted to walk Erev Shabbos from Tzur to Tzidon, but they said no. Now the next generation, they didn't like it. They said, we don't have the means to be makbid on that minhag. Nevertheless, Chacham said, Shema b'nei Musar avicha v'al titesh teres imecha, we cannot break the minhag. The people from Mechayza who took challah from rice, Rav Yosef said you have to break their minhag, eat the challah right in front of them. Why? Because they're like kusim. A kusi, you can't break his minhag because then he'll come to be makel and other things. A person who's mafresh challah from rice to wheat, then he didn't take off the proper challah from the wheat, from the dough, and therefore it's tevel. If you take from the dough of wheat for rice, the kohen can't eat that challah because it's not proper challah. So therefore, it's also to take. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.